So good evening everyone. My name is Parth Singhal, and today I'll be talking about Indonesia and the Indonesian education system. Specifically, our school. Slow down. So the slogan for Indonesia in Indonesian is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. For English, it means unity in diversity, and in Japanese, it's written on the screen. So Pancasila. What is the Pancasila to Indonesia and its citizens? Pancasila is the official foundational philosophy theory of Indonesia. It consists of 5 different steps, or laws. First one being belief in the Almighty God. The second one being a just and civilized humanity. Third one, a unified Indonesia. Fourth being democracy led by the wisdom in a consensus or representatives. And lastly, social justice for all Indonesians. Now let's talk about Indonesia. Indonesia is an archipelago or a group of islands located in Southeast Asia. Just like Tokyo is the capital city of Japan, Jakarta is the capital city of Indonesia. And Indonesian food is some of the most desired food in the whole wide world, such as chicken satay, nasi goreng, or mee goreng, which we'll all talk about in the later slides of this presentation. So the tourism in Indonesia. The most popular tourist destinations in Indonesia include Bali, you may have heard of Bali, Borobudur, Lombok, and Borneo. And according to UNESCO, there's about 9 World Heritage Sites in Indonesia, which include the Borobudur Temple, which is the biggest Buddhist sanctuary in the whole wide world. The Komodo dragons. Indonesia is full of Komodo dragons, which is the biggest lizard in the whole world. And lastly, Lake Toba in Indonesia, which is the largest volcanic lake in the world. So, if you were to visit Indonesia, what can you, as Japanese citizens, do in Indonesia? Number 1, shopping. Indonesian currency may not be the strongest, which is why shopping in Indonesia is very cheap. And street food in Indonesia is literally to die for. Number 2, food. As I just mentioned, street food in Indonesia is to die for. Indonesian food is a mixture of several kinds of cultures and religions and backgrounds, such as Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism, which is why there's various flavors that you can experience in the vast islands of Indonesia. These include nasi goreng, mee goreng, and bakso, which translate to fried rice, fried noodles, and meatballs, some of the most popular dishes in Indonesia. And lastly, culture. Since Indonesia is made up of 18,000 islands, 700 languages, and 300 ethnicities, it is filled with people from varying backgrounds, upbringings, and cultures. So each city you visit in Indonesia will welcome you with warmth, but will offer you the opportunity to experience a whole new culture. And on the right picture there, you can see a traditional Balinese costume worn by Balinese individuals in Bali. And on this picture here, you can see batik. Batik is a traditional Indonesian clothing, which I'll talk about later. And here are some of the people who actually enjoy wearing batik. Now, let's talk about our school, where we come from in Indonesia. Sekolah Global Indo-Asia, or SGIA. SGIA is an international school located in Batam, right next to Singapore. So the curriculums offered in our school include the UN, or Ujian Nasional. This is a national exam which is compulsory for all national Indonesian students to take in grade 6, 9, and 12. Second, the Cambridge curriculum. We offer the Cambridge curriculum for whole of the secondary. So you have to take checkpoint exams in grades 7 and 8. After that, you proceed to IGCSE in grade 9 and 10. And lastly, in grade 11 and 12, you take the AS and A level under the Cambridge curriculum. And the third and final curriculum offered in SGIA is the IB, or the International Baccalaureate. In primary, it is called the IB-PYP, and in the grades 11 and 12, it's called the IBDP, or the IB Diploma Program. So in grade 11 and 12, the students have a choice whether they want to study the Cambridge curriculum or the IB curriculum. And the student body in SGIA. Each class has a maximum of 25 students in SGIA. And in secondary, we have roughly 200 plus students and about 40 teachers, so that's a ratio of about 1 teacher to 5 students. We have several nationalities, since it is an international school, as represented by the flags in this picture, that include Spanish, French, Filipino, Australian, South Africans, and many other nationalities. Some of the activities and competitions that our school partakes in include basketball, football, volleyball, badminton, table tennis, debate, and many other competitions and events. So how would a normal day in SGIA or Sekolah Global Indonesia look like? Number one, we would arrive to school about 7:15 to 7:30 a.m. since the lessons start at 7:40. Then from 7:40 to 9:40, we would have two different lessons lasting 1 hour each. Preceding that, we would have a break time for 35 minutes, which will lead on to our next two more lessons from 10:15 to 12:15, each lasting 1 hour once again. And then we would have a 1 hour lunch period. Lastly, we would finish off the day by having two more lessons, 1 hour each, from 1:15 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. So the school will end at 3:15 p.m. However, after the school ends, the students have a choice to attend extra classes with teachers when they partake in ASAs or after-school activities, such as football and basketball and many other sports that I mentioned before the slide. So, the school uniform in our school. From Monday to Wednesday, we're required to wear this sort of school uniform, which consists of a light blue shirt, a tie, dark blue pants, white socks, and black shoes. On Thursday, we have to wear a batik uniform, as I mentioned before, since it is a traditional Indonesian clothing, and all schools in Indonesia, it's mandatory for them to at least have one day where their students wear batik clothing. And on Friday, we wear our house shirts, which range from different colors, including blue, green, yellow, and red, which all symbolize a different animal or ideologies, such as the blue tigers or the red eagles. So, as a school, we would just like to say one thing. Arigato.